Cameroonian clothing. I'm just curious why you thought it was important to dress this way tonight.
First of all, it's not Cameroonian clothes, it's African clothes.
Okay. So not specifically West African, just African in general?
Yes, just African.
Okay. Well, and I guess obviously Dana has made it official. You're fighting Stipe next. Just you know, what are your thoughts tonight after this journey getting here?
What do I want?
Just what are your thoughts? I mean, how are you feeling tonight after this journey?
You know, I feel very great. Yes, and then I wasn't able to avoid myself to thought about Stipe even during my training camp. I was like just focused on Alistair, but my mind was also at Stipe because I knew that would be the next.
Dana said he wants to match you up with Stipe as soon as possible. When would you want that fight to happen?
As soon as possible, as he said. I'm injury free, so I'm ready to go. I've been out for a long time, for like 10 months, and now I want to go. Yes.
And the fight was very quick, but did anything facing Alistair surprise you in there?
No, really. The only thing that is this time he used to switch a lot and then strike on southpaw, but this time he stayed for the right hand for a long time. That was just a different thing, but we keep that. We work for all that.
Francis, over here, over on this side. In your post-fight speech, you had time to address some serious issues, some serious social issues. Did you have enough time in the octagon? Is there more that you want to say about it? Would you like to talk about it here?
Say it again, please.
Sorry, after your fight, you had time to talk about some serious social issues, social problems. You mentioned slavery. Did you have enough time in the octagon? Would you like to talk about it more at the conference?
Yes, because at this day in Libya we have some African guy who just want to immigrate because they want to have better life. They are finding road to go to Europe, something like that, and they cross Libya, and then they treat the Libyan catch them and treat them as a slave. So we saw that on TV, on social, and then I have my heart break for that, you know, because I was immigrant too. I do all that stuff, but no idea to that doesn't mean I was a bad guy, you know. I was just someone found a better life, you know, found something to do to help my family and myself, to earn my own life, you know, my own money.
And I want to ask just about Alistair. That was obviously an amazing knockout, and you guys have had a good attitude towards each other. After the fight, he seemed to be, you know, okay, mostly okay, suffering a punch like that. But did you get a chance to talk to Alistair and say anything to him? Did he say anything to you?
Not at all. Not yet.
Hey, Francis, congratulations, félicitations.
Merci.
I just wanted to ask a follow-up to a question I was asked earlier, because usually you come wearing the suit. So why this time did you decide to change and represent your home country? Was there any specific reason?
No specific reason, no really, but I decided to represent Africa.
And I know it's easy for us to judge on the outside, but I'm wondering if you watched the finish and if you regret landing that extra punch when he was out, because it was clear that he was out and you hit him with that extra punch. Do you regret that, or is it hard to pull back in the heat of the moment?
I was engaged, so there was not. I don't even know what happened. You know, I just threw punch and then that happened. And I was already engaged, but I didn't have time to see that he's like out.
And the way you hit him in his head, you know, kind of going back like that, Is that one of the cleaner knockouts that you've ever had? Is that something that you enjoy just because you hit him so flush, so perfectly? Is
Hey,
that
listen, Ariel, I'm a fighter. I'm come here to win. What doesn't matter how I hit him to win, and then he'll probably do the same thing.
Sure. No, I'm
Yes.
saying, did you enjoy the fact that you connected so cleanly?
I enjoy the fact that I win the fight, and then that was my goal. I did it, and that's it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Francis, right here in front of you. You're the fourth fighter in UFC history to win your first 6 fights by a stoppage. Stipe has won his past 5 fights by knockout. How do you see a fight between you guys actually going?
The fight between me and Stipe, the same way as the other one, knockout. I don't have no prediction that knockout. That's my skills. That's something that we're working hard for it.
You have got a submission during the streak. Are you still working on that part of your game as well?
Yes. Obviously, I'm still working on that. That's why I found some great guys, some good jiu-jitsu guy, Vinny Magalesh, who helped me to work for my crown game, because he's a very good jiu-jitsu guy, and then he helped me for my skill. But that is just a plan B, just in case.
It seems like this fight could happen pretty soon. What do you do, right after this? Do you go right back into camp? Do you take a few days off, or what do you do?
We will talk about the fight, and then when we set it up, I will decide what to do. So it depends for the day, for when they will set the fight.
It sounds like you're going to get an extra bonus as well, at least from what Dana was saying. How happy does that make you?
That's a good thing. I don't need that money, I moved from Paris to Vegas, so that took me a lot of money. I need some cover money now, and then I'll be out for like 10 months. And then, to be honest, every one of you guys love money.
Francis over here, just a follow up to that. What would you spend the money on? You said just sort of helping you out with the fact you haven't fought in a while, just paying some bills, everything like that.
How to spend my money?
If you got the bonus money, what would you do with it? Just sort of pay any bills or anything?
Oh, I have 1,000 things to do, my man. I'm gonna do some good training camp, because Stipe is a champ, and then he's a good guy. He's doing well, so I need to prepare, having good training camp. I'll probably go to Paris for a few times, do some training camp there, or go to Cameroon, visit my family, keep helping them, and then I start working about my gym in Cameroon, because I'm making some gym there for kids. So the money was probably help me for everything.
And we've seen you during fight week, and like you always are, very respectful, very good manners, all that stuff. How important is it to be a role model, especially representing your people and everything else?
I don't really try to be that. I think it's just how I am, and then if that seems like motto, is a good name. And
you're getting the title shot next. You got a lot of leverage right now. Are you pushing the UFC to have a card in your country? Is that sort of a dream of yours?
Yes, of course. I want to. First of all, I want to be the first African to have a UFC belt. I want to be the one who bring the UFC in Africa, basically in Cameroon. Make Cameroon be the first country in Africa to have UFC. It will be good. It will be like an honor for me.
This is the biggest win of your career. How are you celebrating tonight?
What is my biggest?
This was the biggest win of your career, I would say. How do you plan on celebrating tonight after
No,
this?
the biggest win of my career is coming.
Okay. But how are you celebrating though? Are you gonna go out tonight? Are you gonna hang out with your team?
I'm not done yet. I'm just on my way, doing my job, so I keep my head straight to my goal. I'm not lose attention for anything, So that's why I'm saying I'm ready to go. If they just give me the title shot now, I'm ready to start the training camp tomorrow, Monday morning. I'm ready. I have a goal.
Hey Francis, just a quick one about earlier this week. On Embedded, they caught you during the stare down on Wednesday. You were telling Alistair that he was going to go to sleep on Saturday.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that to an opponent? Have you ever told him something like that right before a fight?
No, but sometimes you have to do something that you never do.
Did you know you were going to do that?
Yes.
You knew
I mean,
before?
you know, in this sport, everything can happen, but most of the time you can fit in, and then I know that for like 80%, I'm gonna knock it out, and then the 20% was just like random, you know.
And why? And I guess if you know that, that's fine. But why tell him that? Did you do it to intimidate him, or did you?
No, because he talked a little bit. He talked a little bit, and I really just want to hear that I'm a little bit hungry about what he said, and then I want to correct him.
What do you think made you so confident about this fight, though? Because that was a guy who had been fighting since he was 15 years old, and he had 60 professional mixed martial arts fights. You had 10.
That is the past man we are talking about now, and now it's me. I'm the present.
Congratulations, thanks.
Thank you.
Any more questions?